our planet is blessed with greenery. To keep this greenery sustainable, the Institution of Engineers is celebrating World Environment Day with a theme, Our Planet, One Earth. So on this day, lot of tree plantation and new trees have happened to admire the beauty of the trees. This World Environment Day is celebrated at International Center, Dona Paula. We'll start with this is Tulsi, which is having the medical properties. This is the Tulsi tree. Good evening, friends. Today we are celebrating World Environment Day. On this occasion, we are coming here to an international hotel to celebrate through the Institution of Engineers. They will be celebrating here World Environment Day. World Environment Day is celebrated to mark the climatic change and to create the awareness in those areas. So we'll go there and see what we can learn from that. So I thank the Institution of Engineers and the committee for providing such a valuable feedback and inviting us to this celebration of World Environment Day, that is on 5th of June.
Take, I'll see you maybe tomorrow. What is the schedule? Yeah. Okay. Sure.
I welcome you all on this occasion of World Environment Day 2022. To just give you a brief idea about the largest multidisciplinary professional body of engineers that is established in the year 1920. So we have actually completed 100 years in 2020. Its headquarters is located in Kolkata and this is incorporated under Royal Charter on 9 September 1935 by then His Majesty or King George V. The state local center of IE spread across the country. They do organize technical activities and provide platform to the stakeholders, technocrats, policymakers and others to share their expertise to the benefit of engineering fraternity. IE for the 1972 Stockholm Conference. Now this is actually the 50th year. 50 years on and this truth still holds. This planet is our only home. The 1972 United Nations Conference on the Environment in Stockholm was the first world conference to make the environment a major issue. In 2022 is a historic milestone for the global environmental community as it marks 50 years since 1972. United Nations Conference on the Human Environment, widely seen as the first international meeting on environment from 1972 onwards, after the Stockholm Conference, encouraged the formation of environment ministries and agencies around the world and kick-started the host of new global agreement to collectively protect the environment. Earth is the only planet not named after Roman god or goddess, but it is associated with the goddess Terra Mater. In mythology, she was the first goddess on earth and the mother of Uranus. Other civilizations all over the world also developed similar terms for our planet.
Institution of Engineers Goa State Center is celebrating this World Environment Day in a very befitting manner. I recall with nostalgia my close association with IEI and more so during my tenure as chairman. When I took over as chairman, Goa was a local center under Maharashtra State Center. The institution was also not very much known among the fraternity. I am happy to see that my efforts made then to elevate the local center to a state center, popularize the institution among the engineers, and get recognition of the government have borne fruits. Today, as it stands, the institution is well known in the fraternity and have been getting representation in various technical committees. I would like to congratulate all past committees and the present committee for taking the institution to higher level year after year. A global platform for public outreach and to which widely celebrated today in over 100 countries. Environment provides supply of resources, sustains life, assimilates waste, and enhances quality of life. Therefore, everyone on this earth has a great responsibility to protect our environment. As we all know, engineers have a great role to play in carrying out sustainable development while giving due attention to the protection of the environment. Engineers are problem solvers, innovators, entrepreneurs, and global leaders. They invent the technologies of the future and create solutions to challenges we haven't even imagined. Look around you. The work of engineers is everywhere. The roads and bridges we travel on, the buildings we live, work and play in, the systems that bring us clean water and take away waste, strategies that help us recover from disasters, energy innovations to power the future, technologies for green buildings, new materials and sensors for smart infrastructure systems, prosperous projects to alleviate poverty are all possible due to engineers.
In the last 350 years, consumption pattern of people is also increasing with the economic growth and affluence of the people. Engineers play a vital role in developing and maintaining technology and infrastructure by which the impact on environment can be mitigated. by green energy, sewage plants, sewage treatment plants, water management systems, solid waste management facilities, tapping solar energy, wind energy and other renewable energy. Emission control measures, these are all engineering fields and engineers play a vital role in this. Apart from engineering subject, there is a biological subject also which is important in the field of environmental protection, which consists of biodiversity, agroecology, marine science, wetland reservations, restoration of ecosystems. Our food supply, food grade production depends upon the richness of ecosystem. More richer is biodiversity, more richer is ecosystem.
Levels. If we take parameter of pre-industrial level 1750 century, it is now 143% higher than that time. What about methane? It is 243% high than pre-industrial level. What about the nitrous oxide? It is about 123% higher than the industrial. It all affected into the increase in the temperature. And temperature, how it affected us? See, the only one word, the only one or the slogan is there. I can say the earth is only one. And earth is only one because if we could not save it, we will all vanish. How come? In Goa also, we are saying, it is not we are responsible, the Goa or the Karnataka people or the Kerala or the 1993 to 2003, there are sea level rise is 2.3 mm per year. What is present rise since 2015 to 2021? Data from World Meteorological Organization. Can anybody guess? It is 4.4 mm per year rise in the sea levels. But sea level rise, we are not responsible. The greenhouse effect, the massive emission from the north countries, the America, the Europe, you widely heard that the north-south divide, correct? They are responsible. The Arctic, the polar ice masses are weathering away, melting, and so the sea level is rising.
To take care of this one and the only one Earth, and therefore today's presentation is approaches towards resource management. And when I called Austin, next slide, he told me, you take whatever of this water, what is available to us. We know that because of the rapid industrialization or development, lot of water is being used and wastewater is generated, and that is not been treated to the extent that is required. We see many people, even in Goa, I have visited many industries. They have set up the wastewater treatment plant. There is no proper environmental engineer to operate it. They have set up by taking some consultancy and all, and it is only for the sake of pollution control. For the name's sake, garbage in, garbage out. This is real fact, and that is why we are getting all our water bodies polluted day by day. And next slide, please. We have to take care of this all pollution, and therefore every day on the paper we read this type of news. Next, whatever it is, they are exceeding the limit of caramboling limit. Next, and I have analyzed it for all the seasons, pre-monsoon, monsoon and during post-monsoon season. Throughout, the parameter was exceeding the limit. Nageshi Temple pond over here, this is the analysis report of Nageshi Temple water pond. The water is very clean, good, and all parameters are well within the limit. It can be used even for drinking, but they are not using only because of microbial parameter. So that is the only thing. If disinfection is done, it can be used for drinking also. Next. Yeah. The main parameter which is responsible for eutrophication is the ammonia, nitrogen and phosphorus. And if you see over here, in both the lake and pond, both the water bodies, the ammonia, nitrogen and phosphorus are very high. Whereas if you see the Nageshi temple pond, the blue line, it is almost flat. The limit is well within the permissible, and there is no absolutely any phosphorus or ammonia pollution happening over there. Next slide. 2008-9. Now looking at the water, you will see there is nothing in that. It is best, very good. Okay, next slide. This is the picture of Shirgaon village. Next slide. Now, this is interesting for you over here. See the quantity of water. Quantity of water is around 2 lakh cubic meter or more. It can supply to all the villages of Pali, Shirgaon and all if we treat it. The problem over here is all parameters are well within the limit. Problem is only with heavy metals. So that is, if you see, we have analyzed it and we found that iron concentration is more than 1.12 milligram per liter, and at Shirgaon it is 0.79 milligram, which is objection. So we have to treat it for iron, manganese and other whatever heavy metal. That is what the research is going on under my guidance, okay, for PhD purpose. So, but then if we do this, this will be a very good source for drinking purpose, and we are working to find out a feasible solution by which we can remove this and supply the water to the villages. Rainwater harvesting, land-based rainwater harvesting, watershed-based rainwater harvesting. My case study will be on the first rooftop rainwater harvesting. Next slide. What are the objectives of rainwater harvesting? We all know there are many benefits of rainwater harvesting. It can substitute as a source of pure water. It improves the living condition. It can use to recharge the groundwater. It reduces the soil erosion if we do proper rainwater harvesting. It reduces the flood of risk. It reduces the risk of getting flood and all. So, like that, there are many objectives of rainwater harvesting, and it is the very cheapest source of water that is available to us, all of us. Next, what are the components of rainwater harvesting? What is required to do the rainwater harvesting is the catchment area. If it is rooftop, we have to take the entire roof. If it is ground, we have to take the ground. If it is garden, we have to take entire garden. And we have to, that catchment area, we have to collect the water. What is required is conveyance to take it, transport it from that entire roof surface. You need either the gutter to collect it, or maybe from the ground you may have to have the trenches and get it to a one point, what is called as storage. Once you get in the storage, you need to, before collecting it in the storage, you need to have little bit of process of filtration or purifying it. So some filtration or treatment may be required over there. And then delivery, if you want to do it for good purpose, maybe for washing or cleaning or any other thing, you may require a little bit of treatment for that, which is very simple in rainwater if you harvest the rainwater. Next slide.
And Jeevan Pradhikar, Government of Maharashtra. We supply drinking water around 10 lakh liters to the villages of Reddy, which is having the population of 6,000. And this is being done by us for the last 10 years. This is the best case study where the Professor Savekar was explaining now. The 2/3 of villages are dependent on our mine either directly or indirectly. I request my colleague Rupali Pednekar to present our environmental practices. Thank you.
Many efforts are being undertaken to maintain the activities or bring our operations activities towards this sustainable development locally, individually, locally and globally. So this is a pictorial journey I'm taking to you. Where what are the different activities we are taking towards this way towards the sustainable mining. When we say that mining, as we all know, that mining industry is facing lot many challenges. There are few who are taking lot many efforts to make this sustainable mining or eco-friendly mining. So, Mrs. Bhopte Ningras, I would like to say, I am very glad to say this.